So I guess my question would be, am I being hurt? Oh, whoopsies. Sorry, we have a setup here. We've got a different kind of setup here. Not, I mean, we've got Mike right here, which is in frame, and it's dusty as hell. Get back over here, you. Get back over here, you. So, hi, everyone. What's going on? Welcome back. We are here, and we are talking most anticipated movies of 2025 from here on out. Compile the list, the Letterboxd list right here. Check it out. Let's go through. Let's go through this. There's definitely things that I missed, and we're going to do things slated and then things that are possibly coming out. We don't know the date yet. Stop doing that. With the mic situation, I want it out. It's really dusty, and it's because it's been sitting, not being touched. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Let's do this. Let's do this. So there's a couple movies that are coming out very soon or are playing in theaters right now, like Armand, which stars Renette Rensve from, and the whirring coming from the computer. There's this video that I recorded, and the audio, is either my heater that was happening over here, okay, or it was the computer that's whirring because it's plugged in, it's hot to the touch, it's freaking out. It can't quite handle the horsepower. Oh no, we're like charged, so we're gonna unplug. We're gonna go ahead and take this out, and we're just going to let it kind of ride. We're gonna turn the heater off over there. It's turned off, and maybe it will the air will kind of regulate. I have some food in the oven that we will be getting out soon. I have a Porto's guava cheese Danish that I got as a gift from my mother. She actually shipped a box, a styrofoam box with dry ice and potato balls and guava cheese danishes, because I'm not in the Los Angeles area, which is where Porto's bakery. It's this beautiful, I think it's like Cuban. I want to say like Cuban food. It's really, really good, guys. If you ever go to SoCal, definitely check it out. They have the location, beautiful. I went to one in Buena Park by like Knott's Berry Farm, and it's just, the building's really big. There's a little coffee on the side. It's just really kind of open-faced building glass. The one that I went to. I don't know how they all are. How many are there? Are there more? But essentially, you just kind of go in this line that's constantly moving. There's a big pastry display case. I'll be putting pictures up right here as I speak. But they just have this. They have this system where you kind of say, "Hey, we'll help you right here." You kind of squeeze in. There's everyone waiting for their stuff, and you say, "I want that." And it's really easy when you're in there to be like, to go crazy overboard, because it's and it all looks really good. And you go, "I want one of these, and it's pretty cheap too." Is the thing. Yeah, I want a potato ball. There's essentially this fried potato ball, like mashed potatoes with like meat inside, like ground beef and like some vegetables, and it's really good. The cheese Danish I got, and also when I went there was this seasonal like pumpkin Danish, and it will always haunt me. And it kind of goes with this gift that I got, where I was staying at a hotel, and we had gone on a rampage and bought a bunch of stuff, and I left it there in the box in the room. Didn't realize till we were driving home. Hey, go ahead and grab me that. Grab me one of those Danishes. Where? Where'd you put it? It's right there. I don't see it. Kevin. And that's what happened there. It was sick and twisted. Armand is actually in theaters as we speak, or very limited. It's from IFC Films. They're distributing it in the US, so it's definitely going to be on VOD soon. It is the Oscar, one of the international feature nominees. I believe it made it all the way to the end, right? It's one of the official nominees, but it's directed by Halfdan Olmen Tondel, grandson of Ingmar Bergman and Liv Ullmann, which is very cool. He's taking in the steps of the very iconic filmmaking line, right? Just historically icons in the industry. And so this is a Norwegian movie, and it's this kind of, I haven't seen it. Well, see, hi, because we're here talking about movies that we're excited about. But Renette Rensve, who I really love. She was really great in A Different Man, and of course, The Worst Person in the World. I just think she's really great, especially in, well, both that I've seen her in, but A Different Man, she really did something for me in that. She's great in everything, both things that I've seen. But this one is essentially like she gets called to a parent-teacher conference I think she's some kind of celebrity or an actress or something, and her son did something bad. Don't know what he did something bad, and it's kind of I think it kind of takes where it starts as just kind of a standard thing, kind of starts to turn into something more dreamlike or surreal. I think that's the vibe I'm getting. But I'm very excited about this one. It's in theaters right now. Hopefully soon VOD. Hopefully soon because I want to watch that before the Oscars. I want to try to watch as many Oscar movies as I can. Also, with that, Bring Them Down is in theaters as we speak. This one is a movie release in the US, so it will come to movie eventually. But Barry Keoghan, Christopher Abbott. I love both of them. This one looks interesting. It's like a little bit of some family drama between some like sheep herder farmers. Let's read the synopsis. When the ongoing rivalry between two farmers, Michael and Jack, suddenly escalates, it triggers a chain of events that take increasingly violent and devastating turns, leaving both families permanently altered. Yes, I like that. I like the thought of this small little village town farmer drama, violence. I'm in. Christopher Andrews. Now, what has he done before? Oh, I haven't seen these. I have not seen or heard of these. A volatile young man struggles to control his unnatural powers when he faces a chance encounter with an unfamiliar environment. This is a short film. Is there a feature here? Stalker. No. So this is his first feature length. But this one was kind of a hit at, I want to say it was at like South by Southwest or something like that. Okay, The Monkey comes to theaters on the 20th. I'm going to show you guys something I got. Which I want to show you guys this, that Neon actually sent me this in the mail. They said, we would love to send you something. We see that you're really excited about The Monkey, which, hi, I am. It's actually become like one of my most anticipated movies, even though it's like I didn't love Longlegs. So like Oz Perkins is like hit or miss for me. Actually, I can't really say that. It's just the miss was Longlegs. But like I liked the atmosphere of it. There is something there with like kind of nails an atmosphere, specific atmosphere. But The Monkey looks more fun about it. And so I got this. They sent to me. It says, The Monkey in theaters everywhere, February 21st. You're young. You're beautiful. You love likes, but you're going to die. The only question is how. To help you come to terms with your mortality, use this QR code to shape your fate. It's like a insert clip here. You like kind of rank these deaths, different ways of dying, interesting, fun deaths. And maybe those are ones that are in the movie. I'm not sure. But essentially there's fortune cookies in here, and they tell you a death on them. One of them, I only opened one of them. I wanted to save the others. It says, you're going to be disemboweled by a harpoon gun. Oops. It says oops, yeah. But then this was inside there. This like movie grade, I'm going to say movie grade severed finger. It's like hard to the touch. It's really detailed. I really love that. Very fun thing. And I know from the trailer there is some kind of a Chinese restaurant deal scene. I'm just very excited about The Monkey. So that is, of course, based on a Stephen King short story called Monkey Shines. And from what I know, a monkey starts clapping the cymbals. In this case, they changed that actually. It was the cymbals for the book, and now it's going. And when it does, someone dies. Final Destination style, like something, a fun, creative death. That's all I know. There's something supernatural obviously happening with the monkey, but I'm very excited about that. And it looks like it's jumping back to like childhood. He has a twin brother. And so we're going to see like what happened there with his mom and the family. It's targeting his family specifically, okay? And the people around him. Let's move on. That's coming to theaters. That's coming to theaters February 21st, so very soon as I record this. Of course, at a certain point, we return to this video high. This has all happened already, but still. February 28th, we have The Accidental Getaway Driver. This one was at Sundance like year 3. I want to say 2-3 years ago. During a routine pickup, an elderly Vietnamese cab driver is taken hostage by 3 recently escaped Orange County convicts, based on a true story. And that's like all I know about this. But there was something right with the director. Something kind of interesting story-wise. I guess not. Award-winning director of Hong Kong descent, born in Manchester, UK, with a background in music, illustration, animation. Or the short film garnered nominations including BBC Best of the North, which led to a decade-long foray into music video and commercial space. Okay, okay, okay. And then this was his like feature debut, it looks like. Yeah, yeah. Killers, Rich Brian. When is that coming out, by the way? There was the movie that Rich Brian. I watched that one at Sundance too. I didn't like it. Didn't think it was that great. Jamo Jaya. His actual dad was in it though, and he was the performance from him was like really, really, really something. I think he's since passed. I think I recall reading that, seeing that on Twitter. But this one was okay. Well, I gave it 3 stars, but in my memory, it's like that kind of just happened. Oh yeah, Caitlin Sheil was in it, who I really like seeing. You know her. You know her face. She has a very memorable face. She pops up in a lot of movies. Very interesting movies. When you see her, you think, okay, something interesting. There's something interesting happening here. She was this one. I never saw Buster's Mall Heart with Rami Malek. It always looked weird, and I've always been like on the. Oh my god, Kate Berlant is in that. Lily Gladstone. What the hell? I need to watch this. Is what it means. Lin Shay. Who is the director here? I'm not familiar. Oh, The Drop. I did watch that. Directed that. That was funny. Oh, Lessons in Chemistry. Okay, so she. Wait, she looked. Oh, she looked like for a second. You know from. Yeah. Anyways, that one always looked interesting. I remember the trailer for that. Anyways, let's get back to it. Gemo Jaya, yeah, that one still has not come out yet, which is interesting. That was 3 years ago. But see, that's what happens at festivals. It takes long sometimes. But this one also, I saw a poster, I think, by Tony Stella. I swear there was a poster by Tony Stella. Let me check that out. I believe there was for Accidental Getaway Driver. I thought there was, guys. But I'm clearly wrong here. Maybe it was a poster that looked like Tony Stella, but it wasn't. What is happening, guys? Something weird. Accidental Getaway Driver movie. Okay, I want to see. There was a poster that I just saw that was. Oh, here it is, right here. Oh, it's on IMDb. Let's go there. Yeah, the computer's wearing, guys. Can I get the mic closer? Oh my god, I want to clean that off. It's bugging me. I don't want to be perceived as a dusty micer. I don't want to be perceived as a dusty mic. But what can I do? Accidental Getaway Driver. Mita. I think this is a Tony Stella. I'm gonna assume it is. It looks like it. Or I guess I want to give credit. How can I? A lot of the times you can't with the poster. You can't really find the artist. Get that away from me. But yes, I am looking forward to that. Moving on. Oh, that comes out on the 20. I have the notes here, by the way, for the dates. February 28th, limited release. Then we go Mickey 17. This is also one of my most anticipated movies. I love Bong Joon-ho. It's almost like, what can I say here? What else can I really say? The teaser trailers are really doing something for me. There's the one where it shows in slow motion like a crash test dummy. I feel like there's going to be so many really cool visual things happening in this, and just the world created is going to be really quirky about it, and the quirky characters. I'm getting more upbeat quirky from this one, and not like... This one just doesn't seem serious at all, and I love that it has more of a Okja vibe, which Okja was serious. It was pretty sad in moments, but you know what I'm saying. There was just such a fun energy. There always is. Who am I kidding? There always is a fun energy to Bong Joon-ho movies, even Snowpiercer. I haven't seen all of his movies, but from the Biggie's like host, also a lot of fun moments in that. They're just really fun energy to them, and I'm so excited about this. Naomi Aki, I really like her, and I did just watch, I wanted to talk about it, Sorry Baby at Sundance. Ava Victor starring in and directed by, and I thought it was really good. Lucas Hedges kind of made a return, or at least I just haven't seen him in a while, but this was like a really quiet little character drama. I won't say too much about it. It got picked up by A24, and that seems right. It seems right. I think that one will hit. It's a very slow character study, little like kind of jumping back and forth to school days to now kind of thing, but she was in that as the friend, and I thought she was really good. Where's my list? Yes, Mickey 17. What can I say? Very excited. So that comes out March 7th, and also on March 7th, EFIS, which I'm very much so excited about. I don't need to say that because that's what this video is. These are all movies that I'm excited about. But EFIS is directed by Carson Lund, who has a production company with Christmas Eve in Miller's Point, Tyler Tarmina, who, oh my god, like one of my favorite filmmakers of current, like obsessed actually, my favorite perhaps of like the working filmmakers because I connect so strongly to his movies. Christmas Eve in Miller's Point, my favorite movie of 2024. He made Ham on Rye, Happer's Comet. Yeah, sweetie. I say jump in, but this one is he like produced it or something. They, as I said, they have a production company together. They kind of work together, but this one, as an imminent construction project looms over their beloved small town baseball field, a pair of New England Rec League teams face off for the last time. Tensions flare up and ceremonial laughs are shared as an era of camaraderie and escapism fades into an uncertain future. And the trailer for this one dropped. I recommend checking that out. It just looks it has that kind of dreamlike vibe to it that perhaps a Tyler Tarmina movie has. So I think there's a similar voice there, kind of in that realm of like little slice of life, but also there's something surreal kind of about it. It's kind of otherworldly. I don't know. That's just kind of what I got from trailer. But I'm not a huge like sports movie baseball person, but I'm kind of feeling that there's more to it than just that. I can be like in with the characters. I'm not like against. I don't like hate sports movies, but I feel like this one's really about like. Well, I guess it probably will be a big about the game, the love of the game, but still, I'm very excited about that. I love this poster too. I love just like Letterboxd, IMDb, going down rabbit holes, clicking this. So like that's part of this. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, Ephes is on March 7th. Also on March 7th, Seven Veils, which is an Atom Egoyan movie with Amanda Seyfried. Now Atom Egoyan, he's worked in Chloe. He worked with her. I think that was the last time. But I just watched The Adjuster last year, which I loved so much. Because that's the only one I've seen. I really want to dive into his movies because I loved The Adjuster. It was like so David Lynch. It was so Lynchian to me. To say that, I'm sorry. It was just like this kind of scary, otherworldly vibe in the score, the music. Please, actually, I highly recommend watching The Adjuster. It's on, I think I watched it on YouTube because it wasn't anywhere else. It was really good. Really good. But Chloe, that's his biggest. I want to watch this. A doctor hires an escort to seduce her husband, whom she suspects of cheating, though unforeseen events put the family in danger. Okay. That poster has always pushed me away, you know what I mean? But Exotica, I started watching. This is like another one of his biggest movies. It got a Criterion release. I believe it's on the Criterion channel right now. But in the upscale Toronto strip club, Exotica dancer Christina is visited nightly by the obsessive Francis, a depressed tax auditor. Her ex-boyfriend, the club's MC, Eric, still jealously pines for her even as he introduces her on stage. But Eric is having his own relationship problems with the club's female owner. Thomas, a mysterious pet shop owner, is about to become unexpectedly involved in their lives. So I started watching it. It has that same Atom Egoyan, the same Adjuster vibe where it's like surreal and like, what the hell's going on here? Why are people acting like that? Which I really love. But I believe he kind of broke away from that. See, like this, I was like, wait, what? The Captive, because I remember this, and I just feel like it had that vibe to it. So it's like he kind of broke away from that form. Things like this, remember, although I can't say because I haven't seen these, but I'm just saying, going from that. Speaking parts, I've heard about this one. I want to see this. Hotel employee Lisa develops an obsession with her coworker Lance, a struggling actor who has appeared in several films as an extra. Okay, I want to see that. Oh, it's already on my watch list. Oh my god, I really want to see that, actually. She's in a bit of his early... Oh my god, he made that. Sorry, whoa. Felicia's Journey was always on a VHS of like the Blair Witch Project, I want to say. The trailer, and it was kind of scary. It was like this girl, 17 and pregnant, Felicia travels to England in search of her lover and is found instead by Joseph Ambrose Hilditch, a helpful catering manager whose kindness masks unsettling secrets. Yeah, he's like some kind of serial killer or something, I believe. But I want to see this, and I really loved the trailer. It was like kind of eerie. I didn't know he made that. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I was gonna dive in, and the Devil's Knot. Oh, why? What? That's weird. This was about the Paradise Lost, child murders in the Robin Hood Hills. What it was called? Robin. Is that what it was? But which I'm obsessed. I love that documentary so much. I actually met. There was a horror convention near me, and one of the guys was there. And I met him, and I talked to him, and I got my DVD signed by him. those documentaries are like truly the like of that I've seen the best like true crime docs capturing like this time and place, this the people in this town and just the injustice. It's such a maddening, it's so extremely maddening where basically these three guys get wrongly accused just because of the satanic panic that was happening at the time. But there's some really disturbing like footage in that too at the beginning. Fair warning. Like children, these three kids got killed and it's really horrible. But this is like the movie version. This is just weird to know that he made that. I'm very intrigued by that. Anyways, Seven Veils and this one too. He's made a lot of movies. I just didn't realize the extent. The Sweet Hereafter. The Sweet Hereafter. Sarah Pauli? Sarah Pauli. Sarah Pauli. Come on. Janine, an earnest theater director, has been given the task of remounting her former mentor's most famous work, the opera Salome. Haunted by dark and disturbing memories from her past, she allows her repressed trauma to color the present as she re-enters the opera world after so many years away. I like that. Like a troubled stage director. That sounds kind of fun. Who else is in this? Douglas Smith, Mark O'Brien. I don't know any of these other people, but I do really, really like Amanda Seyfried, and I always want the best for her, so I'm interested in that. But there's this poster that got released that is so bad, guys. Where is it? That. Is that even her? I like this one, if anything, but this? Oh, hell no. Give something else. Get something else in there. That's bad. That one looks kind of like it's been AI. That doesn't even look like her, but that's better. I actually like that much better. That's better. Okay, let's move on. That's coming out March 7th. On Becoming a Guinea Fowl. I believe this is coming from A24 in the US. And it was at a festival a couple years back at Sundance. Once again, it was at Sundance. I know it was. You can actually go right here and see where it was. 2024. I thought it was earlier. Does it say? Oh, I guess it wasn't at. I guess it wasn't at Sundance Film Festival. I thought for sure that it was. Thought it was, but because I remember that image right there. So, on an empty road in the middle of the night, Shula stumbles across the body of her uncle. As funeral proceedings begin around them, she and her cousins bring to light the buried secrets of their middle-class Zambian family. Yeah, it sounds interesting. Now, I'm not a witch. I remember this one. I never saw that, but I remember convicted of witchcraft. 8-year-old Shula is brought to live in a penal colony where witches do hard labor in service of the government. What? Okay, that is already on my watch list. I want to see that. So yes. March 7th. On March 14th, we have Black Bag, Steven Soderbergh, his second movie of the year thus far. Presence came out in January. Loved the POV ghost movie that was more family drama disguised as a ghost movie. More family drama than horror. Psychological kind of. Loved. Oh, I loved. And listen, the score for that, I've been streaming, is so good. There's something so ghosty about the piano of it. It's like actually perfect what they achieved with that score. Check it out. It takes a spy to hunt one. When his beloved wife is suspected of betraying the nation, an intelligence agent faces the ultimate test: loyalty to his marriage or country. So what I think he has to like take her down, or I don't know, face the consequences of not doing so. But this looks fun, like a fun. That's what I love about Steven Soderbergh. He does a lot. He'll do this, that different genres and different like forms, the form of his movies, the look, the genre. I said genre, but this is just like look at the poster. You would just think, okay, basic as hell, generic action movie, but it looks very like just to compare, it looks like Finchery, which I say Steven Soderbergh, like there is a kind of a David Fincher similar look to the movies, right? I'm getting that, but or maybe I'm just thinking. I'm actually thinking of The Killer. Well, yeah, but it's still David Fincher, still has a David Fincher look, but I see, of course, Michael Fassbender right here. It just that kind of it's reminding me of The Killer in aesthetic, and yeah, that sounds good. I don't like the poster too much, but yeah, Marissa Abella's in that also from she's I want the best for her too from Industry. She did play Amy Winehouse in that. I never did see, but that didn't really work out too well for her. But I think everyone was attacking her. They were attacking the movie. So I think she came away kind of unscathed from that. Would you say? I would say. Okay, March 14th. I saw a poster for this in the theater, and I thought it was coming out in February. But this one's gotten like really, really great reception. This Looney Tunes movie, the day the Earth blew up, and it's interesting because it's not like, hold on. Yeah, I was on Wikipedia. I was on Wikipedia here. I was interested in like what's the deal with this? And essentially it in 2021 it was reported that the film based on Looney Tunes cartoon series was in development at Warner Bros. Um, but then it was announced that the writer something happened though. Hold on. It was originally set to be released on HBO Max and Acme Night block on Cartoon Network. However, in August 2022, it was reported that due to a restructuring at Warner Bros. Discovery, the film will no longer be released on HBO Max nor Cartoon Network, and it would instead be shopped around other streaming services. 2023, retitled Looney Tunes Bubble Brains. October 2023, it was announced that the film would be released instead in theaters in 2024 with the title reverting to the original. Film's premiere took place at the here's what was interesting. So that same month it was announced in 2024 that Ketchup Entertainment acquired North American theatrical distribution rights. Ketchup Entertainment. And I was like, look, they wanted it to be eligible for Academy Award Best Animated Feature. Seems like it didn't make the cut though, but Ketchup Entertainment is a American independent distribution company. Ketchup Entertainment. Someone who created this? No, but the movies that they put out. Hypnotic. Yeah, that one looked bad. Memory. Ferrari. Produced Ferrari. Hellboy, The Crooked Man. Interesting array of movies here, but it's strange that they are distributing this Looney Tunes movie. I don't know. Is there something weird about it? Because I would think it'd have to be like Warner Bros., right? But I guess not. It's just anyone can. I don't know. There's just something weird there. But I've heard really, really good things about this movie is kind of what's happening here. Porky and Daffy, the classic animated odd couple, turn into unlikely heroes when their antics at the local bubblegum factory uncover a secret alien mind control plot. Against all odds, the two are determined to save their town and the world. That is, if they don't drive each other crazy in the process. But I heard it's just like really goofy, silly joke a minute, joke a second. Yeah. Look. Everyone really well. Anyways, I want to see that. March 21st, we have Ash. This one is from Flying Lotus, who he directed a VHS segment that I really, really loved. That was like this weird, like Nickelodeon kids like reality show, and then someone like built a set for like revenge. Some of the kids died during the back in the day, and they like captured the host who was what's his name? Hold on, am I like wrong in this actually? No, I'm correct. So hold on, what's his name from? Oh, Stephen Ogg from like The Walking Dead, and it was just really funny. That was like actually one of my favorite segments from a VHS movie. It was goofy, gross, silly, like weird, strange, and this too, Kuso. Oh my god. I remember randomly watching this. This one is so weird, and I do recommend this one too. It's like broadcasting through a makeshift network of discarded televisions. This story is tangled up in the aftermath of Los Angeles' worst earthquake nightmare. Travel between scenes and aftershocks into the twisted lives of the survived, and that's what's happening. There's these weird, like deformed people. There's like a lot of farting and bodily fluids. It's a very disgusting movie. I'd place it with like Greasy Strangler. Place it there, which usually I've said, and it's true. I don't really love. There's something more like too gross about those movies that just I don't like anymore. Where like once I would have been like, I need to show this to my friends. I need to show this to someone. But now it's just like, ugh. But Kuso is one that kind of it's the world created. It's doing something so strange that I really do like it. There's something about it that I like. It's not crossing that line for me. There's a lot of like farting and stuff though. It is a very strange movie. I do recommend that one. Oh, but Ash, okay. A new Mind Bender by Flying Lotus. So they're gonna do that for him, like you know how they do like a new joint from Spike Lee, and then they did for Osgood Perkins. Now they say a new trip from Osgood Perkins, which I kind of go, huh? Well, I guess I guess so. I guess his movies aren't like. Well, we can do that, I guess. Long Legs is really what kind of cemented something. So, Flying Lotus, new mind bender by Flying Lotus. A woman wakes up on a distant planet and finds the crew of her space station viciously killed. Her investigation into what happened sets in motion a terrifying chain of events. And like that, there's like a strange, alien, weird, celestial beings happening. And like almost druggy visuals. I can't think of the words right now. But this one looks good. It looks very interesting. I like Aaron Paul. March 21st. This one here, now listen up here, because this one just kind of popped up. I've seen it festival rounds. It made the rounds, and I popped on the radar, but it's coming out soon. Misericordia. Misericordia. Misericorde. Misericorde. I don't know. Elaine Guirard. God damn it. Stranger by the Lake. Oh, I've seen this one. It's been so long, but I've seen this one. That was very interesting. Kind of like a cruising story. Staying Vertical. I do recall this poster right here. Okay. Jeremy returns to his hometown for an old friend's funeral. In this village where so much goes unsaid, he must contend with rumors and suspicion until he commits an irreparable act and finds himself at the center of a police investigation. That's all I know. That's just all I know about this one. This one's more of a mystery to me. But it's coming out March 21st. This one, too, it had festival rounds, and I've heard just from people that I trust and like, different critics. Julie Keeps Quiet. As the star player in an elite tennis academy, Julie's life revolves around the game she loves. When her coach falls under investigation and is suddenly suspended, all of the club's players are encouraged to speak up, but Julie decides to keep quiet. I like these like sports, someone under like immense pressure in a sport. I like those. There was one with Isabel Furman that I really liked. There's a lot of these that happen, but this sounds interesting. Oh, here, Robert Daniels. I really like reading his reviews. Julie Keeps Quiet, feature directorial debut from Leonardo Van Deel, is a taut, haunting character study whose patient rhythms effectively breeds inescapable tension. I'm into that. March 28th, by the way. These are like loose dates for the most part. But, and also it's like, mostly these are going to be eventual VOD watches for me because where they are coming to theaters, it's just not going to be anywhere near me. But The Wedding Banquet, that's a different story. That one for sure will be in all theaters, and I'm excited about this one. Andrew On directed. He made Fire Island. That's the one that I've seen. But this is a remake of an Ang Lee movie, which I never have seen, from like 1993, I think. Frustrated with his commitment-phobic boyfriend, Chris, and running out of time, Min makes a proposal. A green card marriage with their friend and Angela in exchange for her partner Lee's expensive IVF. Elopement plans are upended, however, when Min's grandmother surprises them with an extravagant Korean wedding banquet. I like that. That sounds very fun, very cute. Friend group dynamic fun. Drama. Cuteness. That's all I can say. April 18th. April 25th, The Shrouds. David Cronenberg, new David Cronenberg. Next, following up Crimes of the Future, which I was quite a fan of. So I don't know much about this, but I just watched the trailer and it didn't really give too much away, but I will read the synopsis here. How dark are you willing to go is the log line, is the quote. Inconsolable since the death of his wife, Karsh. I like that. Karsh, a prominent businessman, invents a revolutionary and controversial technology that enables the living to monitor their dear departed in their shrouds. Excuse me? One night, multiple graves, including that of Karsh's wife, are desecrated, and he sets out to track down the perpetrators. What? Okay. What do you mean monitor? They're in their shrouds, like they're just bodies in there? Are they like preserved? Or are we deteriorating? Are we decomposing? It sounds. I didn't know that that was what was happening here. I don't recall that being what this was. I'm into this. Very into this. Oh, Guy Pearce is on a roll. Okay, next. So, Final Destination Bloodlines is coming out May 16th. The teaser for this one dropped. I'm always up for a Final Destination movie. Don't know what else to say. We don't really know what the inciting incident is going to be, what that involves, and I think there's something obviously Bloodlines in relation to maybe past characters from other movies. I don't know. I don't have too much to say about that. May 16th. The Life of Chuck, May 30th. This one, Mike Flanagan directed. I believe this one is based on is this one not based on a Stephen King? Am I wrong in that? A story told in reverse, starting with the end of Chuck Krant's life and moving back in time to show how he lived that life. Okay, that's all. But I heard good things about this from the festivals at the time. This is one I don't know too much about, but I'm just trusting in. I like Mike Flanagan for the most part. There's dialogue that bothers me in his movies, but I'm up for that. And June, in June, did I say the 28th? Oh, that's good. On the 28th, 28 years later. This is also one of my most anticipated movies of the year, up top, 3, 5, I don't know. But Danny Boyle returns to direct since directing the original 28 Days Later. It was only the third one, but there's actually, I think, 2 coming out this year. Or close together. Yeah, a 28 years later, The Bone Temple. So they're both 28 years later stories with these same characters set close together around the same time. But this one, Danny Boyle, the other one's being directed by Nia DaCosta, who did the Candyman Legacy sequel that I really liked the vibe of. 28 days it began, 28 weeks it spread, in 28 years it evolved. It's been almost 3 decades since the rage virus escaped a biological weapons laboratory, and now, still in a ruthless enforced quarantine, some have found ways to exist amidst the infected. One such group of survivors lives on a small island connected to the mainland by a single heavily defended causeway. When one of the group leaves the island on a mission into the dark heart of the mainland, he discovers secrets, wonders, and horrors that have mutated not only the infected but other survivors as well. Okay, so I believe reading into this one, there were some interesting things, the rest of the world is unaffected by this, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works. But I guess it's a father-son story. He's taking his son, Aaron Taylor Johnson, taking his young son on a rite of passage journey that kind of to show this is what's happening out there. They're safe, but they can venture out, and it's kind of something that they just do. But I think there's culty things happening is what they discover, and of course the zombies. August 1st, we're kind of moving now. We don't have the dates; we're kind of more spread out, so we're just getting to things that are coming out this year. Things we know are coming out this year. August 1st, Together. This one just premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. It got picked up by Neon. We've got Alison Brie, Dave Franco, husband and wife, starring in. I love Alison Brie so much. I've said it so many times, but she's one of my favorite actresses. She just gets it. Michael Shanks directed. What did he make? It appears this is his first feature, but this is a body horror. With the move to the countryside already testing the limits of a couple's relationship, a supernatural encounter begins an extreme transformation of their love, their lives, and their flesh. And that's all I know. August 1st. August 8th? Yeah, Freakier Friday. This one is just the curiosity of it. Freaky Friday, the 2003 edition is such a huge part of my life. Such a huge part of my life. I used to watch it so much. And so I'm just curious about this. I know it's going to be really bad. It's going to look bad. But I'm in. I don't know what else to say. I'm in. Jamie Lee Curtis. Who else? Chad Michael Murray returns. Is the little brother in this? Oh my God, Julia Butters. She was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. No, yeah, that's her. But is the kid? Oh my God, he's right here. That totally is him. He was on a roll too back in the day. Well, I guess just fried worms and Freaky Friday. Wasn't he in something? This is it? No way. Anyways, Mark Harmon. Oh God, yeah. Okay, so they're all here. Everyone's here, guys. Oh my God, the friend. Oh my God, the friend. Wait, where's the other friend? That is her. They're all here. Okay, I'm even more excited now. I didn't know they were all here. They're all here, so something's happening once more. This is gonna be so bad. There he is. The guy was like, "You're a liar. You lied." Julia Butters, obviously, like the daughter, the new daughter. Vanessa Bayer. Okay, I'm so excited about this. Not even like joking. Wasn't joking to start, but I'm very excited. I love Vanessa Bayer so much. I'm in, very in. Okay, August 22nd. This one was at South by Southwest. Like, do you want to say 2 years ago at this point? Americana. When a rare Lakota when a rare Lakota ghost shirt falls into the black market in a small town in South Dakota, the lives of local outsiders and outcasts violently intertwine. So like everyone's kind of on the hunt, like a mad world situation. They're all trying to like find something. Sydney Sweeney, Walter Hauser, Halsey, Simon Rex. So that's finally coming out. Then also finally coming out, the Toxic Avenger remake from Macon Blair, who I love, actor from like Blue Ruin, Green Room, amongst like other things, many other things. Director, actor. Oh, he directed I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore with Melanie Linsky and Elijah Wood. But he's been in, he was totally in Oppenheimer. I don't remember him in the Florida Project. But lo and behold, yeah, he pops up in a lot of stuff. Oh, Rent Free, I want to see that. This I want to see. Is this out yet? Um. Anyways, so Toxic Avenger. I don't know. I heard in like mixed things about this. I'm like excited about it. I'm not super attached to the original. It's like, of course I know, but horrible toxic accident. Look at Elijah Wood though. I'm interested in what's happening there. I hope this isn't going to be like street trash remake grade because I really hated that movie. I'm kind of getting those vibes though, but I trust in Macon Blair is the thing. Yeah, horrible toxic accident. Oh my God, accident transforms downtrodden janitor Winston Goose into a new evolution of hero, the Toxic Avenger. Now wielding a glowing mop with superhuman strength, he must race against time to save his son and stop a ruthless and power-hungry tyrant bent on harnessing toxic superpowers to strengthen his polluted empire. Jacob Tremblay is the son. Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood, Taylor Page. Wait, Julia Davis? Oh my God, I love her so much. Oh my God, guys, I love her so much. Wait, whoa. Who was she in Shaun of the Dead? News reporter voice. Okay. I was gonna say I do not remember her in that. Lloyd Kaufman, of course. He's like the owner, the creator of Trauma. Who else? That's where Jane Levy is here too. She's the voice. Anyways, I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Scene's coming to theaters too. All right, coming on September 19th, supposedly. Him. Listen to this. This one just came on my radar. We've got. Oh, I'm so sorry. A blood chilling journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and the pursuit of excellence at any cost. Hold on, there was more that I read about this one. Oh my God. Him. Just search him. I saw Julia Fox and I went, okay. Here we go. A horror sport. A promising young football player joins an isolated compound to train under a dynasty team's aging quarterback. All right. Tim Heidecker, Marlon Wayans, Julia Fox is what's present right there. Justin Tipping, what did he do? Joe versus Carol? Ugh. Whoopsies. This one was like a too little too late situation where it was like, why did they try to capitalize off that and it just shouldn't have happened. I'm so sorry, but that shouldn't happen. What's this? Nanny. Oscar got caught spraying graffiti, now doing community service at a nursing home. He meets Isabel, who is suffering from dementia. At 84 years old, Isabel may be a little old school, but soon the entire block is covered with her pink tag. That sounds cute, actually. That sounds cute. I want to see that. Okay. So wait, Kicks? No, no, no. I thought that was something else. There's a new movie called Kicks coming out. I think it's animated. But that's Tierra Whack is also in this. Of, Tierra Whack, that album that Tierra Whack made. Okay, and then see, this is like very spaced out. So December things will definitely be added to the slate, but this is just kind of what we know right now. Marty Supreme by Josh Safdie coming on Christmas Day. Timothy Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow, Tyler the Creator, Fran Drescher, Odessa Azion, Kevin O'Leary, Abel Ferreira. That's right. Okay, director. Sandra Bernard, love her, and Spencer Grenice. I don't know who that is. So, a fictional story set in the world of 1950s ping pong culture, loosely inspired by the life of professional ping pong player Marty Reisman. That's all we know. I'm excited about this. What else can be said? Josh Safdie of the Safdie brothers. And then moving on, so we know that like They Follow is set to come out this year, which is the sequel to It Follows, which I am so extremely excited about. What else can I say there? And what we don't know too much. When a trailer drops, that will be the day. That will be the day. David Robert Mitchell returns to direct. We know that Micah Monroe is in it. And that's all we know. Very excited for that one. So let's return to the other format of this, please. Like this. Yeah, like this. So at that point, this is... Now, what's this? These are things I've added here. The heart is a muscle. Some of these like sound familiar when I was building this list. Where did this... Let's just read. At a barbecue, Ryan's 5-year-old son briefly goes missing. Ryan's violent reaction is to this scare sets off a chain of events and unearths secrets from the past. A journey of self-discovery and forgiveness begin. Yeah, I guess it's just that log line sounds really interesting to me. This one was at a festival. Looks like, is that the Berlin Festival, International Film Festival? Yeah, it was, because I see down here. But see, this is just one where, I don't know, we hope potentially comes out this year. And that's what a lot of these movies after this point will be. There is, however, like, you never know, movies from, well, Sundance last year, Pony Boy. This one I heard really great things about with Dylan O'Brien, who's kind of on a roll, especially with his latest movie, Twinless, which is getting a lot of praise. Esteban Arango. Unfolding over the course of Valentine's Day in New Jersey, a young intersex sex worker must run from the mob after a drug deal goes sideways, forcing him to confront his past. River Gallo. That name sounds very familiar. Victoria Pedretti's in this. Okay. Murray Bartlett. India Moore. Juan Carlos Hernandez. Chiquitita. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, but we just don't know. There's no date for that. I don't believe there is. Looking at other festival things that have happened. Okay, actually, this is one that's been stuck in a limbo. So Unreal, documentary by Amanda Kramer, who just had a new movie come out at Sundance this year, By Design. I'm like I think, interesting filmmaker. It doesn't always work. I liked Please Baby Please. I thought that was really interesting. But other than that, like, Give Me Pity was also interesting. There's a really unique voice there. But they tend to be like very on the quirky side is a word to describe it. A woman swaps bodies with a chair and everyone likes her better as a chair. Like that, I'm just like, eh. But this one is a documentary, a cinephile collage, both historical and philosophical, of films on artificial intelligence, cyberspace, and virtual reality. From 1981 to 2001, cinema as a way and an instrument to cope with humanity's euphoria, anxiety, fear, and obsession with technology. And I believe narrated by Debbie Harry. This one doesn't have a date either. It's just kind of stuck. So we can just hope that it's coming out this year, right? Oh, wait. There are some things here that will be definitely coming out this year. Now, what is... Oh, yes. This one's, I think, by the end of the year. Caught Stealing, Darren Aronofsky's next movie. Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Regina King, Matt Smith, Liev Schreiber, Bad Bunnies here. I saw there were some images posted, set images posted. Hank Thompson, a burned out former baseball player, is unwittingly plunged into a wild fight for survival in the downtown criminal underworld of 90s New York City. I want to see Darren Aronofsky. Very interesting. It's like, is that, yeah, something changed with like The Whale. I didn't care for too much. What was before The Whale? There was something else where I was just like, okay. I guess Noah, which I can't say actually. I didn't see Noah. I actually didn't see Noah, so I can't say. Oh, I guess just with The Whale, it was something kind of shifted for me. Oh, The Running Man, potentially by Edgar Wright, Glenn Powell, Josh Brolin, Lee Pace, Michael Cera, Amelia Jones, Coleman Domingo, Katie O'Brien, Carl Glusman, love him, William H. Macy, Sean Hayes. I really like him here. Sean Hayes, that's fun. That's interesting. Set in a press. This is a remake of something, correct? What is the remake of? What's the original? Set in an oppressive future where the government controls the media, Ben Richards volunteers to participate in a deadly game show, which will see him hunted by professional killers over 30 days. Should he survive, he'll win a cash prize that will help save his sick child and lift his family out of horrid living situation. That sounds intriguing. Now You See Me 3 is going to be coming out. This one I want to see because they're so bad. They're like the really fun bad. And because Rosamund Pike is in it. Dominic Sessa too. That's going to be interesting to see him post The Holdovers. What's going on there? What's this? Tony. Oh, by Matt Johnson. Oh, yeah. He's going to be playing Anthony Bourdain. I like that. I love Matt Johnson, who made Blackberry. Oh my God, he has playing at a festival too. Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. This is years after 2007 was this show. It's like really fun. It was like an internet show. It's really, really funny. I have a DVD of this that I found. It's in the wild, and it kind of looks like a Criterion box. It's kind of trying to be one because in the movie, everything's kind of referencing different movies in this. It reminds me a little bit of Spaced, like Edgar Wright's Spaced, but it's really fun show where they're kind of combining public pranky type things, where they're going out in public doing things and people don't know. But I really love the Dirties. I like all of his movies, and Blackberry I love. So it's interesting to see him go from like true story to another kind of thing, biopic-y thing. And Dominic Sessa is in that. Anyways, Now You See Me 3, intrigued. Shelby Oaks. Okay, Chris Stuckman. We know Chris Stuckman. He's the YouTuber. Talks about movies. And he's been on YouTube for a long time. He has finally directed a movie. He's been working towards, I believe, A24 is distributing this one. He made a big announcement that A24 was distributing it. And I have like high hopes for it, although it's kind of seeming like it might just be kind of basic found footage mockumentary type thing. The paranormal paranoids, a team of paranormal investigators, uncover a dark legacy and far-reaching effects their investigation has as Mia searches for her sister Riley, the lead paranormal investigator 12 years later. As Mia uncovers new and disturbing leads related to Riley's disappearance, she uncovers evidence of a hidden supernatural evil dating back all the way back to her and Riley's childhood. See, I'm just like, I'm getting like Paranormal Activity vibes from that log line. I know it's not going to be that, but still. Pavements, I believe, is coming out this year. This is Alex Ross Perry's next. Is that Joe Keery? I thought this was a documentary. Oh, it is. A documentary about the American indie band Pavement, which I don't know anything about, which combines scripts with documentary images of the band and musical composed of songs from their discography. I'm into how that sounds. I really like Alex Ross Perry too. It's a very textured look to his movies. Film, shot on film, grainy textured, mumblecore, but not always actually. Not really. I guess like to start the color wheel, but Listen Up, Philip, The Queen of Earth, Her Smell, which I didn't like when I first watched it, but it grew on me. I've returned to it. Golden Exits. They're just like big ensemble cast movies with Listen Up, Phillips and Golden Exits. But yeah, I really want to see this. It's coming from Utopia, I believe. Utopia Distro. They have a zombies documentary that it should be coming out soon too. Let's see what else is going on here. What else has kind of been stuck in limbo? Do I have other things stuck in limbo here? Oh, this one I want to see because I've been obsessed with the Seek Treatment podcast, and Catherine Cohen's on there, and I think she's really funny. And this seems to be something that is also kind of stuck in a limbo. Played some Tribeca Film Festival, well, 2024, so it's not really stuck. It's just we're waiting. Doug and Valerie have made a mistake. Their hate-fueled obsession with the jerks downstairs who always seem to be singing karaoke in a brownstone, who even does that, recently led them to flee the city for Doug's parents' place upstate, giving up a great deal on a rent-stabilized apartment. Their friends are horrified and regret is setting in. They start plotting their revenge, but before they know it, they're staging an off-Broadway play starring their nemesis. Okay, there's a lot going on there. I just was, and I like him too, Aristotle. He had a small run on SNL before they took him off like immediately. Chloe Cherry's in this too. Oh my god. Oh, okay, yeah. Love him. He was in Judas and the Black Messiah. I love him. Comedian Inspector Ike is so funny if you haven't seen it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Say his name. I totally nailed it because I was looking at some interviews to how to say his name. It's not that complicated when you hear it, but I can't. Oh, Ufamadou. But, so I want to see this. I really want to see that. Harvest is coming from Mubi, I believe, this year. Over 7 hallucinatory days, a village with no name and in an undefined time and place disappears. In Tangari's tragicomic take on a Western townsman turned farmer, Walter Thirsk, and the befuddled lord of the manor, Charles Kent, are childhood friends about to face an invasion from the outside world, the trauma of modernity. Intriguing things. Athena, Rachel Tsangari, Chevalier. You haven't seen those. But yeah, Caleb Laundry Jones is in this. Harry Melling. Now, who's that? Correct, Harry Potter. Rose. I'm gonna say Rose McGowan. Rosie, is that her in this as the main character? That doesn't look like her over there on the side. But I loved Blue Jean. Oh my god, I love Blue Jean. Okay. These are festival. Oh, this one I know has been stuck in limbo. Secret Mall Apartment. This is like a documentary. It sounds very interesting. Listen to this. In 2003, 8 Rhode Island Islanders created a secret apartment inside a busy mall and lived there for 4 years, filming everything along the way. Far more than a prank, the secret apartment became a deeply meaningful place for all involved. I want in, but we don't know. As we don't know in camera, I don't believe this one's out yet, but it has that guy from Industry also. A young Industry season 1. A young man spends most of his time recording self-tapes for parts he never gets. After multiple rejections for a series of nightmarish commercial auditions, he takes it upon himself to find a new part to play. In camera. This one's been on the radar too. Joel Petrikis, who is a very interesting filmmaker. Relaxer. I think I've only seen Relaxer, and there's another one that I saw. I thought maybe just Relaxer was Ape, but like kind of gross. Really gross. He has an actor that's Joshua Burge. Oh, I saw this one. I thought it was really good. I liked this Pratfall. But 2 friends take a trip through a Michigan forest intent on carrying out a disturbing pact. That's it. I want to see it. What else to say? This one I've heard good things about it. This is one of those think like the Outwaters found footage, the most scariest found footage. It doesn't get any better than this. This found footage horror film blends fact and fiction from nearly 20 years of archival video. Following a decades-long fascination with the horror genre, a married couple buys an abandoned duplex to use it as a location for filming their low-budget scary movie. They soon notice that random strangers are drawn to the old building but never approach it, merely standing outside and staring over it in sort of trance, delighted to find themselves embroiled in a real-life scary story. The two team up with an old friend and put their years of horror expertise, amateur ghost hunting, and paranormal obsession to use in the hope of discovering why this building holds such a strange power over people. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I want to see that. Rachel Kempf and Nick Toddy. Toady. Okay. We've got. Oh, okay. So here are the things that were at this year's Sundance Film Festival that probably potentially. I know Peter Hujar's Day by Ira Sachs got picked up by Janus Films, so who knows when that's gonna come out. A recently discovered conversation between photographer Peter Hujar and his friend Linda Rosenkrantz in 1974 reveal a glimpse into New York City's downtown art scene and the personal struggles and epiphanies that define an artist's life. It's Ben Whishaw, Rebecca Hall, 76 minutes. I believe it's just in an apartment, takes place in there. It's kind of just a conversation, but very looks true to the period. Like it looks like a movie from the 70s. I'm really excited about this. I like Ira Sachs. And I also like both Ben Whishaw and Rebecca Hall. Magic Farm, this one I believe is a movie release. Also from this year's Sundance Film Festival, Chloe Sevigny, Alex Wolff, Simon Rex, Amalia Ullman. A film crew working for an edgy media. I'm so sorry. Working for an edgy media company travels to Argentina to profile a local musician, but their ineptitude leads them into the wrong country. As the crew collaborates with locals to fabricate a trend, unexpected connections blossom while a pervasive health crisis looms unacknowledged in the background. Yeah, it sounds interesting. If I Had Legs, I'd kick you. I really want to see, directed by Mary Bronstein, starring Rose Byrne. It's like a motherhood drama. I hear it's pretty upsetting and like all over the place. Stressful. With her life crashing down around her, Linda attempts to navigate her child's mysterious illness, her absent husband, a missing person, and an increasingly hostile relationship with her therapist, played by Conan O'Brien. We've got Rose Byrne, Delaney Quinn. Oh, okay. Mary Bronstein, A$AP Rocky, Ivy Walk is here. Conan O'Brien. And that's who I recognize here. Yeah, I want to see that. Lurker, I'm so extremely excited about. This one got picked up by Mubi. Hi, Mubi. Oh my god, Mubi's on a roll. Mubi is on such a roll. I was going to say, wait, Mubi or A24? This got picked up by Mubi for sure. Lurker stars Archie Madekwe and Theodore Payarin. Also, Havana Rose Liu is in this, Sunny Soljic, Daniel Zelgadri, Zach Fox. All of them I really like. Well, actually, I don't know who Theodore Payarin is, but everyone else. I really like Daniel Galzadri. So, directed by Alex Russell, a retail employee infiltrates the inner circle of an artist on the verge of stardom. As he gets closer to the budding music star, access and proximity become a matter of life and death. So I think this guy kind of like inserts himself into this like singer, his life, and I'm expecting like something uncomfortable, and I love that. But maybe he's like manipulative, and kind of like trying to profit off of, trying to get the fame himself. I think that's kind of what's happening here. Oh, now this one it sounds really interesting, and it should be coming out soon, I think. The Code. A sexless couple paranoid about the status of their relationship embraces surveillance, spying, and performance as a means to fall in love again in this absurd, high-concept comedy. I think it's filmed in like a fisheye or something weird about the form of this. Oh, we do have... Okay, so it's that group of like Peter Vack, Dasha Nekrasova, Ivy Walk once more, Visham. See, like, yeah, this group. Dasha Nekrasova. EK. Oh, well, there he is right here. He directed Spree. That's interesting. Yeah, he actually looks familiar. Is he also an actor? So, yeah. This one just sounds... I'm intrigued by this one. I want to see that. I don't know when that's coming out. Motel Destino premiered at, I think, the Cannes Film Festival last year. I would love to see... I think it's distributed by Mubi, but not in the United States. So I guess we can wait to see what happens there. Diana lives in an abusive marriage with former police officer Elias, owner of Motel Destino. When 21-year-old Geraldo finds himself at the motel after messing up a hit and going on the run, Diana finds herself intrigued and lets him stay. As the two navigate a dance of power and desire, a dangerous plan for freedom emerges. I want in. I love the vibe, how this movie looks. I'm in for like a dark, sexy thriller, relationship thriller. Hippo. This one's in limbo also. Hippo, a peculiar adolescent, and his Hungarian stepsister Buttercup struggled to come of age in late 1990s America under the roof of a mother who has been institutionalized at least once. That's what we know. Grand Tour, this one was submitted. This one's a movie release for sure. Submitted. Is this out? I don't think this is out, but it's coming, and it looks like, I thought it was a restoration from an older movie, but I love the look of it. In 1917, Burma, now Myanmar, a British diplomat is set to marry his fiancée, but after a sudden panic escapes to Singapore, sending her on what evolves into a chase across Asia. This premiered at the Sundance Film Festival this year, and I want to see it very badly. Grace Glowicki, she was in Strawberry Mansion. Booger. Well, yeah, she's like an indie queen. She's an indie queen. But Dead Lover is, this I want to see too. This one's coming out. This is on the list of what I want to see also. A control freak is seized by inspiration when he and his girlfriend adopt a traumatized rescue dog. Intriguing. Matt Johnson's in this. I want to see this very badly. This is on the list too. I think this is coming out. Yeah, who's he? Because he looks familiar. Oh, there you go. He was in Blackberry. So he runs with it appears that they run in the crowd with Matt Johnson and what's her name from Matt and Mara? Well, Matt and Mara, there you go. Derry. I don't know how to pronounce that, Campbell, but she's also like an indie queen who I really love too. Yeah. She has a very odd, like, presence. Like, she makes me nervous. But Dead Lover is Grace Glowicki's directorial debut. A lonely gravedigger who stinks of corpses finally meets her dream man, but their whirlwind affair is cut short when he tragically drowns at sea. Grief-stricken, she goes to morbid lengths to resurrect him through madcap scientific experiments, resulting in grave consequences and unlikely love. Whatever's happening here, it's really doing something for me, this image. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit, but I really want to see that. Guys, I really want to see it. So, Faces of Death actually might come out this year too, by Daniel Goldhaber, who made Cam and How to Blow Up a Pipeline. This is kind of like a loose, not really a remake of Faces of Death, which is those, like, kind of, what do you want to call them? They were like, they were these videotapes. They kind of started this bootleg explosion of kids wanting to find, oh my god, have you seen Faces of Death? In like the 80s, I believe, but it was like a mixture of staged. It was supposed to be, we're going to show you all these death scenes, these real deaths on tape. But some of them it was like car crash aftermath footage and stuff like that, or like animal attacks. But most of them were like bad reenactment or scenes, like setups. Some of them weren't real. There were real things sprinkled throughout. But there was like this doctor guy in the middle kind of narrating through the whole thing. But a moderator on an internet sharing platform stumbles across a potential snuff film ring hidden in the depths of the site's content. Are these gruesome videos merely a morbid work of shock value fiction, or something all too horribly real? That sounds really good. Barbie Ferreira Daker from Stranger Things. Oh my god, I'm realizing I'm like losing altitude right now. It's becoming hard to read. Charlie XCX is in this. Yeah, we don't know much about this, as in, like, when it's coming out or anything. Sacramento, very much looking forward to this. Look, Look. Michael Angarano, Michael Sarah, Maya Erskine, Christian Stewart. That's these are the main guys right here. When free-spirited Ricky suddenly reappears in Father to Be Glenn's life, the two former best friends embark on a spontaneous road trip from L.A. to Sacramento. I want to see this so bad. It was premiered at a festival last year, and I'm hoping for a release this year, guys. I don't know if it ever got like picked up by anyone or anything, but I love this cast here, and I mean, Rat. Someone talked about this on a podcast. Summer just got a lot shorter for 19-year-old Raphael Tinsky. His 2007 in the peak of emo culture is in full swing. Raphael just got arrested by a psychotic cop. Raphael just fell in love with a girl at community service. Raphael might get blown up by nukes. That sounds a little annoying in that, but I heard good things about it. Well, let's just keep going. This one also is probably coming out this year. While on a road trip, a photographer befriends a young couple whose reckless ways turn his world upside down into a nightmare in this unpredictable and horror-tinged neo-noir knockout. Yes. This poster is what pulled me in, and I'm in. Who's the director? What did he make? No, I've never seen any of those. This one premiered at a festival recently. This one premiered at a festival. Daniela Forever. A man struggling to come to terms with his sudden death of his girlfriend in an accident 6 months prior signs up for a sleep trial that allows him to reconstruct his life with her through the use of lucid dreams. Intrigued. Oh, this one I want to see really, really, really bad. I feel like this one will just be dropped on VOD at some point. Sometimes I gotta just like keep checking. Bogan Clock. Bogan Clock is where Jake Williams lives, nestled in a vast highland forest of Scotland. The film portrays his life through the seasons, with other people occasionally crossing into his otherwise solitary life. At the heart of a song, an argument between life and death, each stating their case to rule over the world. The film is without exposition and aims at something less recognizable, a different existence of reality observed in discrete moments, a sequel to 2 Years at Sea, charting a subtly changing life in a radically changing world. What is 2 Years at Sea? Oh, it's right here. Oh, I guess that's him. Him right there, Jake Williams. Inspired by themes of I guess I watched this first. Remote forest of the Ebon to document the routine of Jake Williams, a man seen in all seasons, living reclusively, surviving frugally, and passing the time with strange projects. Okay, I'm gonna watch that first. Oh, this is another one. Are we still recording? This is another one with Christopher Abbott that I would assume is coming out soon. Joe and Isabel's marriage is dying when Kitty, a naked stranger found floating in a pool at their holiday villa in Greece, is invited to stay. Kitty collects and eats poisonous plants, and Nina, their teenage daughter, is enthralled by her. What kind of relief can Kitty provide for this family in crisis? Mackenzie Davis? Christopher Abbott? Okay. Directed by Justin Anderson of... That's all I know. Let's keep moving. Oh, this one I kind of came... This one might be available to watch. Oh, look, you can watch this now. You can watch this now, but I'll talk about it anyways. It looked really interesting. Reflections of Latin American culture identity and reflections of Latin American cultural identity through flea markets, between trash and treasures, unusual archaeological and anti-capitalist universe that explores the sustainability of the circular economy through recycled objects. Yeah. So is that available? Let's make sure. I feel like it's not. No, it's not. Guys, see, it's incorrect. It leads us to something else. And I think I recall that happening. But this, I only found like clips of it, but I really want to see it. Yeah, I want to see that. So sometimes with things like that, you just have to kind of keep checking, like Amazon Prime or whatever, just keep searching. And I was very intrigued by this one. Listen, the Book of Jobs. You go, Steve Jobs, something. Listen, a girl raised in Silicon Valley in the shadow of Steve Jobs' successful return to Apple and his huge influence on her imagination, her aspirations, and relationships. Yeah. Victoria Pedretti returns. We've got another movie with her. Abigail Donaghy. Judy Greer's here. Rich Sommer. Oh, him. Oh, he was in. There we go. Blackberry. Interesting. Yeah. So wait for this one too. I'm looking forward to that one. Pools. Directed by Sam Hayes. What makes you think Odessa as another one of her too? We've seen her a couple times. Why is there no picture? Oh, there she is. Yes, yes, yes. She's in that new Until. Oh, there it is. Until Dawn. Kennedy has one day to get her shit together or get kicked out of school for good. Instead of buckling down, she rallies a ragtag crew for a midnight pool hopping adventure through the lavish estates of her college town. But under the surface, Kennedy is searching for answers to questions tearing her up inside in the wake of her father's death. As secrets spill, this wild escape becomes a cathartic journey of self-discovery. Just things to keep on the radar, guys. Salt along the tongue. After her mother's unexpected passing, Mattia finds herself thrust into the care of her estranged aunt and mother's identical twin. As Mattia grapples with the loss of her mother, a treacherous secret begins to unfold, threatening her life from beyond the grave. Mattia's mother possesses her daughter in an attempt not to only protect her from the same fate that befell her, but also to find reconciliation with her sister, using food as a gateway. That one just sounds like, what? Whoa, what? So I'm intrigued by that. This one also is very intriguing. Is this streaming? No. Slice of Life, The American Dream in Former Pizza Huts. A contemporary portrait of America told through the collection of stories observed within the walls of former Pizza Hut buildings across the country. These nostalgic spaces hold memories of a bygone era, but through the power of transformation, they provide something new and special for communities that continue to flow through them. From an LGBTQ plus church in Florida to a karaoke bar in Texas to a cannabis dispensary in rural Colorado, these modern day portraits are paralleled with the origin story of Pizza Hut, one of America's most iconic brands, and two brothers who founded the company in Wichita, Kansas in 1958. This just sounds very interesting. I like weird, I would never think of this documentaries. Soleiman's story. As he pedals through the streets of Paris to deliver meals, Soleiman repeats his story. In 2 days, he has to go through his asylum application interview, the key to obtaining papers, but Soleiman is not ready. Yeah, I saw this one from some of the people I follow, my friends on here, that I trust and align with. So with that, I mean, I want in. Now this is really interesting because it sounds like kind of inspired by the Friends house. Is that what it's called? The Friends house. Where is the Friends house? Yeah, yeah, which is such a beautiful abyss. It's a Kiarostami. An 8-year-old boy must return his friend's notebook he took by mistake, or his friend will be punished by expulsion from the school. This was just such a simple and powerful little movie that I really, really loved. But this sounds interesting. After losing her homework in the winding paths of her mountain town, resourceful Yasmin sets off alone on an unexpected journey to find her professor. So see, it sounds like kind of similar. But correct. On the lookout. Keep a lookout for that one. As also with Crossword. Following the death of their daughter, Tessa focuses. There's a lot of death of parent, daughter, mom, dad, sister, brother, daughter, son. Following the death of their daughter, Tessa focuses on her acclaimed children's book series, Lily Learns, while her husband James attempts to find solace in the daily crossword, but quickly unravels as it takes on a mind of its own. I want to watch that. Oh, my arm hurts so bad right now. Now, what is this? Or something. Two strangers show up in the same Brooklyn apartment to collect cash they're both owed. Forced to spend the day together on a journey through New York City, their pair reveal intimate details about their lives. One of them happens to be hiding a harrowing secret. That just sounds intriguing. A little indie something. Oh, this one, Dead Male. Okay, this one is a horror movie that was at festivals that was getting a lot of really good reception. Directed by Kyle McConaughey and Joel DeBoer. An ominous help note finds its way to a 1980s post office, connecting a dead letter investigator to a kidnapped keyboard technician. Okay. Oh my god, I want to see this so bad. This documentary. An exploration of the legacy of Tobe Hooper's classic, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it's directed by Alexandre O. Philip. And this is, and I just, and I want to see this so bad. And I just really want to see this. Of course, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, so it's horror icons talking about one of the best films ever made. I want to see that. Chain reactions. Oh, Talk to Me. Oh, it's a prequel. Okay, so it's not a sequel. I thought it was a prequel. It's coming out this year. I don't know, but Talk to Me, the next one. And there's also one by them with Sally Hopkins called like Let Her. Oh, Bring Her. Oh God, that's another one. So Talk to Me is the sequel, but then there's also a prequel. Oh wow, really? But Bring Her Back with Sally Hawkins. Yeah, I don't know when, but I love Sally Hawkins so much, guys. Here's a new Park Chan-wook. After being unemployed for several years, a man devises a unique plan to secure a job, eliminate his competition. Is this coming this year? If so, that's up there. Die, My Love. This is a new Lynn Ramsey who made. We need to talk about Kevin. You Were Never Really There. Ratcatcher. Morven Collar. Ratcatcher. I watched this one from Criterion. Pretty depressing, hopeless, coming of age. A woman living in a remote rural area is driven to the brink of insanity by marriage and motherhood. Jennifer Lawrence, Robert Pattinson. Hi. Lakeith Stanfield. Sissy Spacek. Nick Nolte. Quite a cast here. Sarah Lynn. Now, who's that? Name's familiar, not looking familiar. Look. She's in this one, too. Andre Holland, the actor. Duke Johnson, guys. Duke Johnson of Anomalisa. Is this one animated, too? New York actor Paul Cole is beaten and left for dead in 1950s Ohio. Stripped of his memory and stranded in a mysterious small town, Paul struggles to get back home, piece together and reclaim the life and identity he lost. I really like Andre Holland. Really like him. Gemma Chan is here. Tracy Ullman. Toby Jones. Joe Cole. Who's Joe Cole? That's right, Joe Cole. I know Joe Cole. Someone's like doing something for the Super Bowl as I record this. Explosions happening. Who by Fire. Jeff is invited by his friend Max to travel deep in the woods and stay in an isolated estate of acclaimed director Blake Cadieux. He has high expectations for the trip. Cadieux has high. I can't, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. We're finishing up here. In a suburban town near Hanoi, in early 2000s, housewife Tam finds out that her husband is cheating on her. Instead of confronting him, she voodoos her husband back into love. That sounds good. Sweet Angel Baby, Melanie Oates. Hold on, who directed? Go back. But Don't Cry, Butterfly. Lin Duong. Okay, what did this say? Eliza is an unassuming and beloved member of a small fishing community. That's what got me, because I love small fishing community set movies. In Newfoundland, who sees all of her relationships put to in jeopardy after her secret social media persona is exposed. Which actually reminds me, when I say small fishing community, there is a new movie that got announced. I'm so excited about it. Probably not coming out this year, but Mark Jenkin, who made Bait, and also Ennis Main, who I simply love his voice and what he does with sound, texture. There's something so specific and unique about him. Okay? And so he has a new movie coming out. It was just announced. Is it here? I think it's called Rose of Nevada. Yeah, George McKay, Callum Turner. In a forgotten fishing village, a boat mysteriously appears in the old harbor. The Rose of Nevada, lost at sea with all hands 30 years ago, has returned. For the few who remember, it's a sign. The Rose of Nevada must go out to sea again. Maybe then the luck of the devastated village will return. Nick takes a job aboard the boat in an attempt to provide for his young family. Alongside him, newly arrived Liam joins the crew, desperate to escape his past. They head to sea and after a successful trip return to harbor, but something is amiss. They've slipped back in time, and the villagers greet them as if they are the original crew. That sounds so magical, and I know it's going to also look magical. Everything about this, I'm so in. I think it's going to be more bigger scale for Mark Jenkins, but I'm very excited about that. I'm glad he has something else coming. What else? Now, here's Rebecca Hall in something that says, an English teacher begins to hear a low humming sound that no one else around her can hear. Janixa Bravo, who directed Zola, Lemon, okay? Miss America, did she create this? Or I probably directed like an episode or something. Or I love Rebecca Hall, though. Really, really love Rebecca Hall. So I'm interested in that. She always she rules in everything she's in. Friendship, Andrew DeYoung. Andrew DeYoung, he directed a lot of like Kate Berlant and John Early's early stuff, or like stuff on the internet, collaborated with them. And they're like my favorite people ever. Oh my God, he directed this or like a part of this? I want to watch this. I never did see this. This looked kind of fun. Now he did direct is these episodes? Yeah, they are episodes. I want to see that. The Decameron. Where is that on streaming service wise? But Would It Kill You to Laugh? He directed their special, and just stuff on YouTube. You can see that he directed too, and their 555. This show, which was hilarious. But Friendship. Okay, so when an errant delivery pulls suburban dad Craig Waterman into the orbit of his mysterious and charismatic new neighbor Austin Carmichael, a sweet bromance seems to blossom over an innocent evening of urban exploration, punk rock, and a mutual appreciation for Paleolithic antiques. Antiquities. But what should have been the start of a beautiful friendship is soon waylaid as Craig's obsessive personality begins to alienate his new pal. Okay. And here we've got Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. Kate Mara, Meredith Garrettson. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Jack Dylan Grazer, Connor O'Malley, Billy Brick. Oh, Billy Brick, director of the upcoming Hell of a Summer. Ivy Walk is here. Okay, we've got like 3 different Ivy Walk things. Is that number 3? Yeah, that's 3. Ivy Walk. Alex Webb, who's that? Okay. Why isn't Kate Berlant and John Early in this? But yeah, I'm very excited for that. What do we got? Luckiest Man in America, Samir Oliveros, Paul Walter Hauser, Walton Goggins, Maisie Williams, Patty Harrison. Oh my God, Patty Harrison. Love Patty Harrison. Also, Haley Bennett. Oh, I love her. Okay, there's a lot of people in this. Now what is this? And why did I add it? I guess because of the... Oh my God, I thought it said Ivy Walk. I swear to God. 1984, Michael Larson, an unemployed ice cream truck driver from Ohio, steps into the game show Press Your Luck, harboring a secret, the key to endless amounts of money. But his winning streak gets threatened when the executives in the control room start to uncover his real motivations. Okay. We're kind of moving back to where we were. Triumph. We've got Maria Bakalova. I really like her. I'm a huge fan. That's why I added this, but I didn't even read this. A military satire inspired by real-life events from the 1990s when, in the chaotic aftermath of the fall of communism, a task force comprised of high-ranking Bulgarian army officers and psychics embarked on a top-secret military operation in the small village of Tsarikina to dig up a elusive alien artifact that would change the course of history and make Bulgaria great again. That sounds very interesting. And is that everything? Oh, this is something that looked kind of bad, but I'm like intrigued by that. By Max Mingala, who I didn't know. I guess maybe I did know he directed Teen Spirit. This was not good, but Shell. A struggling actress, Samantha, is given an opportunity to get a free trial at Shell, a pioneering health and beauty company that promises to keep its clients looking young forever. It's very like search for wellness, the cure for wellness. Samantha's life and career are transformed by the treatment, and she develops a burgeoning friendship with Shell's CEO, Zoe Shannon. When a string of former Shell patients goes missing under mysterious circumstances, including a popular social media star, Chloe Benson, Samantha starts to fear she may be in danger herself. It's like very The Circle with Emma Watson, Elizabeth Moss, Kate Hudson, Kaya Gerber. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, look, we've got. Oh, well, hi, Robert Daniels. What does he say? Swinging into genre space feels like a poor imitation of Paul Verhoeven and David Cronenberg's more transgressive 1980s work. It's also a film in which the usually sure-handed Moss feels wholly miscast. Still, I'm intrigued. Is that everything I got here, guys? I think that's everything I've got right here. It appears so. I know there's more that could be here, but this is that's gonna do it. That's totally gonna do it for this video. What else is coming out this year that I missed that I should be on the lookout for? Comment, go on below, and thank you guys for hanging out with me.